Welcome back to our fourth episode of. Where in the last episode we kind of just went around. I kind of explained some stuff that you may or may not have known. And I wanted to get out and actually explore the next system over, which I'm going to have to since in between this mission and. In between the last episode and this episode, I kind of got attacked more without realizing it, and some of my more parts got damaged. So now I'm actually going to need like 800 titanium instead. So I have to actually go out and actually get a lot more. So as soon as we actually go into this station, so I can show you what it looks like to actually buy some of the implants to your ship. Come on, F-Doc. Let's go buy, sell turrets. Triple gun. Tech 6. Fire rates. 12. It's not bad. Not really looking for those. Can I not sell anything? I guess, see, salvage. So, yeah. So, okay, back. Let's see if they actually have. Okay. So, 4 armored turrets. I think I got one. Let's move you over. I got one that actually adds 2. Was it 2? Yeah, 2. So that would be nice, except for it's 375,000. So yeah, I won't be able to afford that. Let's go down. I don't want to get rid of this because that actually that's a good card. Because if you look down here, it's like about 50% power generation. It puts it all the way up here. It knocks it not that far down. So I don't want to actually get rid of that one. This I just want to get around, keep it on to see if trading would be like a plausible thing to do later. Okay, I'm not going to do any of the cargo hold upgrades. You could also sell your stuff as well. Like if you come by, let's see. So you can make a decent amount, like 15 grand for that one. Those. So you can actually, like I said, you can make decent gold. I don't see myself getting. Actually, that one's a good shield. I want to keep that because that adds 50% more shield. So I'm going to keep that. The upgrade, this one I'm going to just go ahead and sell because I'm not going to use the shield. I don't want to get rid of a lot of things. I just want to have some cash, and I want to experiment with actually like upgrading and that kind of stuff, and taking apart like the weapons. I actually don't want to sell the weapons if I can. I do have, a decent turret, like mining turret that is. But it doesn't have assisted targeting, so or independent targeting. So I'm not like wanting to do it. But look at the damage to stone though. That's pretty nice. So okay, I just wanted to show you that. So we're actually going to go ahead and get to the next sector. It's North Gate, not the one I want to go to. There's the south. And where are you now? There you go. Speed up. I also added some battery capacity as well, so I can boost for longer. So now you can actually see, the power going down. Oh, I forgot to change my settings back. Yeah, let's move you over a little bit. So through this depending on your like rep with your faction that's controlled of that gate, will determine. Okay, so yeah, if you come through here, you can get some tips. You can pause it if you want to read it, or if you go through and play yourself, you can read it. Let's talk about something else. What's happened around here? What happened? Okay. I think if you actually go through the conversation, he gives you stuff. So I recommend going through it instead of just skipping. I don't know if you skip it and he still gives it to you, but I'm gonna go ahead and do that one. Thank you. So okay, so I got a radar upgrade chip. Goodbye. Now let's see if there are any kind of things we can grab. Let's go ahead map. Okay, so the next system is there, so I'm gonna go and see if there's any asteroids here that we can actually mine. With like certain, like this ship actually, or this place actually produces, not the cargo hold. I want you. You can buy, sell energy credits, or you can look for quests and delivery of energy. But I'm not going to do any of those quite yet. I don't see any titanium asteroids. So I'm probably just going to jump straight through. It's not a big asteroid field, so. Sometimes they're hard to spot, but later on they'll be more frequent, so you can actually see it. Did not mean to do that. On to the next sector. Okay, so this one's going to be even harder to actually see. I think there's a big asteroid there. All these mining stations, they either mine like specialty like stuff that I don't know what they're used for, if they're just used for trading, or if you can actually build stuff out of them. Because I know you could build your own weaponry and stuff. Don't want to accidentally shoot him. And I don't see any titanium. I want to get as much titanium as possible before I actually continue on. Because I actually want to have, because I don't know, used to the titanium as armor, I think. Ooh. Yay, I found one. Oops. It's going to turn you on auto. So I won't be actually clicking anything here and they'll auto target. I love that feature. Like I said in the last episode, that it for a mining laser, and a salvage laser, it's just so good. Wait, come on. Oh, that's right, because those are salvaging lasers. Duh. So let me go ahead and, oops, not you. You. Scroll in. you. Not you. Delete you. So mining. Well, that's nice and all, but you don't have it as well. You don't. You don't. Yeah, I think I'm just going to use that, and then I'll put the salvaging laser back on. Does I have the independent? No. There. I'll just go ahead and do that. And then we can go ahead and go back up here and put these back on too. And you are both on there. Okay, good. Now where? There you are. Have to get close enough. There they go. All mining by themselves. So with the designing of your ships is like the major, I think major, well, and mining. But designing, if you actually want to get a ship that actually looks really good, like mine. Hold on. I kind of like how mine looks. You know, it has the whole tower for kind of like how like ships, like sea ships have. They, you know, they'll have like a tower that sticks up, so they can overlook the deck of the ship. I actually like that kind of design. So most of my designs will have something similar similarly like that. I may make some smaller ships that will actually just go out and mine or salvage. That will be kind of like shuttle ships that can handle, you know, upwards to like 4 mining lasers or so. That gives us up to 600, which I'm going to need a lot more than that. Let's actually see. That's B. Oh, oops. I shouldn't have done that. Wait, it says it's minus 36. When I went there earlier, it said it was gonna need a lot more than that. Huh. That's weird. I don't know why it fixed it. 'Cause I swear I thought it said I needed like 800. I need to put some defenses up around, or some kind of stuff up around the boosters there, or the things that slow you down. So I'm not gonna do too big of an exploration in this system. I kind of just want to go to the next system. Is there any green spots I can actually jump through? Let's go and go here. What you do here is you right click, add coordinates, and as soon as your ship is allowed to jump, it'll let you jump. Well, you point to it and you hold space. But keep in mind that once you jump through and it's like in a bad spot, you can get stuck for a couple seconds. Or depending on how good your, you know, your power generation is, you know, it could be more or less. But just keep in mind, if you don't have a good enough power generation, you're going to be stuck in the system for a while. It's like, see, like right here it says my ship is using up more power than it can produce. It's because, well, it's trying to, you know, produce enough power to actually, you know, charge up your hyperdrive. Up in the top right hand, top here, that's your hyperdrive charge. So it doesn't take too long, with at least with this ship. Like I said, I think I said it in a previous episode where I built a large ship that didn't have the actual power generation for it, and I jumped into a system and there was nothing there, and I just had to wait and wait until I can actually now Nice. I'm gonna go to the turret, see if there's something cool I can get. Actually, I don't know what this is. Let's see what you are. Buy, sell goods. Nope. I'm gonna go see what the turrets are. See if there's anything good. Also, yeah, like here, you can build turrets, but you have to actually like you can change what type of laser or thing you want to do, and then you can change the rarity. But it requires 7, you know, like for the laser, requires 7 laser compressors, you know, 2 of these modules, you know, so forth. And I don't have any. You can build these modules or you can buy them. Let's see what if he can. Like he builds microchips, which they don't use. Either does that one. Either does that one. And either does that one. So, you know, like, you can... I don't know if you can build those stations, but I think you can build certain things. It's like guns. Don't need you. Either way, I'm going to go ahead and continue on to the next spot. I'm just going to go south. That's east. And there's south. Hopefully... Oh, wait. I forgot to actually look in this system, see if there was anything good. Is there? Not a lot of asteroids. Some over there. So, yeah, it's not a lot. And you are just a normal asteroid. So you always want to keep an eye out for those asteroids, so you can actually buy or sell them if need be. Also, you can increase your jump range once you actually get farther in and you actually have the materials for it. So when you're actually like, what is it, map? When you're in this sector, see this little blue line? That's as far as I can go. I can jump 2 sectors. Later on, you can jump really far. You know, you can jump really far. I don't know what the max is, but I've seen you can jump like way down here. So, but that takes up a lot of extra power. So those are for like bigger ships, which, well, it's gonna take a while before I can actually do it. So I need to actually get better power generation, which will be when I can actually make it. Okay, here is another good system. Well, not a good system, but a system that's not pissed off at me. And I pressed the wrong button. Nothing. I'll fly through the asteroids, see if I see any. Ooh, right there. Sometimes they're hard to spot, so you gotta actually keep an eye out on them. Kind of wanna. I don't want to fight actual, like. Why did that switch off to? I don't remember taking it off the auto. But with the salvaging drones, like lasers, later on, like, you could have like 1 or 2 going. There's some really powerful ones that will just like tear through a ship where you only really need 1. But since I don't actually have the powerful ones yet, I tend to like a lot more, so I don't have to spend as much time. But I actually want to try to like build up a small fleet that actually follows me around, that actually does all this stuff as quick as possible. So that's the reason why I'm going to go around and try to actually farm. But right now I'm just kind of doing the whole exploration, and I actually want to fight some ships because I actually want to get more modules and possibly more guns as well. Because, you know, you can get actually, you know, like good iron or titanium weapons and mining stuff. So Also, so you know, in order for you to like, suppose, as far as I know, you need to have like a tier below, like the mining lasers. Like, if you want to do iron, you have to have normal. If you want to do titanium, you have to have iron. That could be wrong. Um, yeah, I know I'm using up too much power. But I could be wrong, and that could be completely off. But if for some reason you're possibly you can mine it, but you just get a lot more less out of it, like the yield wise you would normally get if you had like that correct tier. It could be that way. I know there's some kind of negative effect to where if you don't use the correct tool for the job. Okay, so I don't see anything. I think I should just go ahead and jump. The farther you go towards the center, the more stuff you're gonna get. Like the rarer the stuff's gonna be. So I'm gonna actually just go ahead. It's east, northeast. So that's here. I don't want you. Where are the other gates? Which one are you? West, northwest. And here we go. I don't see any particular asteroids I want to mine. There's a lot of them around, but I'm not the fastest ship, so it takes a while to get around, so. Wait, okay, I need to go down. Wait, no, up. Flying by it, trying to look at the asteroids. Yeah, I don't see it on top of my, just by glancing. Huh. Wait, where did that guy go? Oh well. Okay, off to the next sector. Hopefully we can actually go somewhere where there's some kind of fighting. Yeah, like I said, in between episodes I did get some stuff, not a lot, but and also like the farther in you go, the stronger the ships will be, and they'll give you a warning, like if you go into a system. Ooh, I actually want to go in and attack them. I don't want to attack them like by myself though, so I actually want to get, like, these guys are blue, they're friendly, but they're not like allies, so they'll which way are you guys going? You guys coming to me, or are you going down? But you actually get rep from these guys, and if it's blue, it's an ally. If it's purple, it's neutral. If it's red, it's hostile. If it's green, it's allied. And if it's green, the gate doesn't cost you anything to actually jump through. So keep that in mind when you're actually like playing and trying to jump. Their power, that's actually really crappy power, like damage-wise. Now you on the other, oops. You actually have power. Oh well, no, you're only 5. Maybe you lost a weapon. Oh, I think one of my weapons has to reload. Or it overheated. Yeah, it overheated. But luckily I have the other 2 weapons. That's one thing is it's a nice weapon, but it also overheats. So I kind of like the sustained fire weapon turrets that I don't have to like worry about. Come on, hit up. And you actually have a lot of titanium on it, so definitely worth killing these ships. So after this fight, I'll go ahead and like farm these up, and then we'll continue on the next. Well, once this is done. I'm totally afraid that I'll accidentally like hit one of these allies, because I don't want to do any kind of like damage to my rep for them. Also, one thing to note is when you're actually like deciding to like salvage these ships, keep in mind that after you salvage them, you can and will still get like parts off. So it's always a good idea to continue on salvaging, even if it's not like something you want. You can potentially get like a good salvage item off of it. So either way, I will see you in the next episode after I salvage these up. I'll talk to you then.